Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Romney Smith at WTOC for The News Now. This is where we bring you various stories that we are working on right now that we want to give you a preview of before the actual newscast that airs on TV. Thank you so much for joining us. We're on various platforms, including Facebook. That's where you can actually interact with us live right now. We are following some breaking news right now out of Fort Stewart. WTOC has just confirmed that the wife of a deployed soldier was found dead on base. Here's a look right now at the map of Fort Stewart that we can give you right now. Keep in mind, military police at Fort Stewart discovered the spouse deceased in her on-post residence last night. So this all started after police received a call from a relative of the woman asking them to check on her. Well, during that wellness check, officials found her dead around 8:45 last night. Right now, special agents from the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command are conducting a homicide investigation. I know many of you are sending your thoughts and prayers, but there is something you can do for us right now. Officials are searching for a black 2018 Honda Accord with the Georgia license plate RLQ 1762. If you see this vehicle or you know who might own it, you're asked to call police immediately. The person isn't wanted, but they are looking for the person who might be inside that vehicle to question them as per their connection to this particular death. Again, this is the wife of a deployed soldier who was found dead last night on Fort Stewart. The woman's husband is being notified. At this time, we do not know what his name is or her name is. We're working to learn both the soldier's identity and the identity of the wife involved who passed away. As soon as we learn more information on exactly what caused her death, we will pass that along to you. But this is a very active investigation. We are just learning information and confirming that the wife of a deployed soldier at Fort Stewart was pronounced dead last night. And the reason there is a investigation, one, is because that's standard operating procedure, but second is because a relative called the police on base and said, please check on her. Once they checked on her, that's when they found her dead. That's one of the biggest reasons. So they're looking into that. Again, for those of you just joining us, they're looking for a specific car, Georgia license plate RLQ 1762. This is specifically the plate for a black 2018 Honda Accord. So for all of you wanting more information on what you can do besides thoughts and prayers, if you happen to see that vehicle, you are asked to call police immediately as they are searching for the person who might have more information on what led to this woman's death. I have a lot of comments on Facebook right now. Roberto Alvarez saying, bring that soldier home. Certainly in cases like this where the spouse of a deployed soldier is killed for whatever reason, they are allowed to come home for their grieving period. So I know you got Tracy Roddick-Nogue saying prayers to the husband and family. Rochelle McGay is saying, oh gosh, prayers for all involved. We certainly appreciate all of your thoughts and prayers. Again, if any of you see that vehicle, you are asked to call police. This is a very active investigation. I know our particular community here in the Coastal Empire, very patriotic, very military friendly. So anytime we hear of something like this, a death related to the wife of a deployed soldier, we grow a little bit concerned, especially because her family called police to do that wellness check, meaning possibly they knew something or thought something might be going on. As soon as we get more information, again, we will let you know. WTOC's Meredith Parker is working on this story right now. Expect to learn more information at 5 and 6 on WTOC. Another big story we're following right now, a sample of mosquitoes collected in the Pooler area have tested positive for West Nile virus. At this time, no human cases of the virus have been confirmed in any coastal health district counties. That includes Chatham County with Savannah. Now, even though we don't have any people who contracted it, if you start to have symptoms like fever, headache, body aches, skin rash, stiff neck, and sleepiness, visit a doctor ASAP. Of course, everyone is encouraged to follow the 5 Ds of mosquito bite prevention. That's dusk to dawn. That's when mosquitoes are most active. Dress, wear loose-fitting, long-sleeve shirts and pants to reduce the amount of exposed skin. I know. It's hot outside. You don't want to wear long sleeves and pants, but it could help. Also, DEET. It's best used to cover exposed skin with an insect repellent containing DEET, which is the most effective repellent against mosquito bites. Also, drain. This is an important one. Empty all containers holding standing waters, buckets, barrels, flower pots. Just get rid of anything that could be a breeding ground for mosquitoes. And doors. Make sure doors and windows are in good repair and fit tightly, and fix any torn or damaged screens to keep the mosquitoes out of your home. Chatham County Mosquito Control is actively treating all areas of Chatham County for mosquitoes. Of course, We will let you know if any person actually contracts this. Some of you guys are just tuning in. I'm going to get back to the soldier's wife who was found dead in just a moment, but first let me hit on weather. It's Wednesday, but I know a lot of people are already looking forward to this weekend. Cutter Martin has more on our chances of rain.
Subtle changes on the way in the first alert forecast. Rain chances on the increase, temperatures on the decline, quote-unquote cooler there in the text below heading into at least the first half of the weekend. We're talking lower 90s, but it beats the upper 90s, so we'll take what we can get. And we do have a cold front sinking southward, so today mostly dry. I think most of Thursday even dry, but we could see a few late afternoon, early evening showers and a couple pop-up thunderstorms and scattered downpours Friday. Again on Saturday, high pressure tries to build back in, so we're going to heat back up and begin to dry back out. So isolated rain chances, though, late weekend into early next week. So no huge overarching changes in the forecast, but subtle changes bringing slightly cooler temperatures and slightly greater rain chances heading into the weekend. You can follow along as we update this forecast, get videos, and the extended 10-day forecast below in the WTOC weather app.
All right, for those of you who just joined us, we want to catch you up on the big story that we're following right now. The wife of a soldier based at Fort Stewart who is deployed right now was found dead last night. So this all started when one of her relatives contacted police on base and they were sent to do a wellness check because they were concerned for her safety. During that wellness check, officials found her dead around 8:45 last night. So right now, special agents from the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command are conducting a homicide investigation. I know many of you are sending your thoughts and prayers, and I see your comments on Facebook, the SADS, the God bless the family, keeping the family in my prayers and thoughts. Here's what we also want you to do. We want you to look for a black 2018 Honda Accord. The Georgia license plate is RLQ 1762. This is the vehicle that they're looking for right now, thinking they want to question the person who was inside because they might have more information on what led to this woman's death. We have our reporter, Meredith Parker, who is working on this story right now. We are working also to learn the identity of the woman and her spouse that is deployed right now. Of course, in the cases where the spouse of a military member who is deployed dies, they are allowed to come back to the United States. So those scheduling changes are being made right now. And of course, as soon as we learn any more information on the cause of death, if there are any suspects that we can keep a lookout for, and when the spouse who is deployed will come back, we will certainly let you know. But again, that is the big story we're following right now, the death of a woman at Fort Stewart, and the spouse of that woman is deployed right now. We are still working to learn more information. Meredith Parker is actually working this story right now. Expect to have a live report at 5 and 6 p.m. on WTOC. And as always, you can always connect with us on our website, WTOC.com, as well as our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. We will continue to update the story. Thank you so much for joining us. We certainly appreciate your time.